close up the debate for us, please.
Good evening, members of the House. In closing up today, I believe we are sitting in front of a choice. Either we take the blue pill, we go down deep into the rabbit hole, knowing where we're going and why we're going to this rabbit hole, or we take the red pill and wake up tomorrow morning as if nothing happened. Now, what we as closing up believe today is the following, that we feel that teachers and children always find a way to discriminate. And we are opting for today is that under the problem is, but under their policy as government, is they are prepared to harm the one relationship where you are accepted and loved unconditionally.
Yeah.
Okay. They are willing to put that on the price for something as whatever the reasons were. So, the problem with government today is they are not curbing the discrimination. Okay? They are just replacing it from one form to another form. Secondly, the only way you can be successful under their model is if you pretend that you don't have ADHD or that you don't know that you have ADHD. But we are saying that you can be successful with it and by knowing yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be proving this under our main extension. Today, the fact I'm going to be focusing, first I'm just quickly going to touch on discrimination once again, and then I'm going to be talking about the role of a parent. And that was our extension today, going deep into that analysis. Firstly, like we said, the whole thing about discrimination this evening, and everybody touched on it, the whole of government and op. The problem with them on this side is they said that under the current problem, okay, you are being discriminated against because you are not under control. And if people know you and they can label you, then you are going to be seen as an outcast and there's something wrong with you. But they are taking that form away by lying to them and giving them the medication or leading without it into a different form. And the problem is it's not being solved. Now, what we believe today as closing up under the role of a parent. Okay, I'm going to run my arguments and I'm going to say how this weighs higher and heavier than the rest of the arguments today. An extension today that we are focusing on from opening is, if I can put it plainly, under their model, you know you shouldn't drink the red cool drink and eat the sweets at the party. Okay, but under our model, you know why and understand why you shouldn't drink the red cool drink and eat the sweets at the party. Okay, now to go in depth at the party. Okay, the thing that we talk today, discrimination, the problem is that they're replacing one form with another. The thing that we're saying is, regardless if the medicine works or not, okay, it's still going to be this problem of you are going to have a hyper child or a distant child that's not into everything and just sits there and studies, okay? But we are telling you, the important thing is you have to tell the truth to the child. He has to understand why he's either participating or either why he's not participating under the medication. He has to understand what's being done to him and why he is the way he is, okay? So we believe that that's important, that this kid needs to know the motive and the reason behind it. Okay, so I just touched on that. Now I'm going to be going into the deeper role of the parent. Just not my touch this.
But when you understand the why, you have been told the what, which is that your why is your limitation. You can now not remove that limitation from that kid.
That I'm going to touch on this very nicely, our argument with the role of the parent. It comes down to this. If you have a healthy relationship with your parents, and they sit down with you and tell you, this is the limits of ADHD, this is how severe you are on the scale, okay? We are going to work with you. We are going to say, okay, this is the problem, we are going to work with you, and this is what we are going to do. Maybe you have a lot of energy. You know what? You are quite good in sports. Let's invest all your time, most of your energy in sports. We focus on that, and with education, you know why you're taking these pills, and they wear out to after school. I'll give it back to you later. Okay, now the role of the parents that I want to go into depth with. The thing is that we believe you should actively work with your kid in this situation. We believe it's very, very important to tell the truth. Because like I said, the problem is, once you hide something from the child and he discovers it, then you have given the perception that the parents are ashamed of the child and that there's something wrong with him. Instead of working with him like it's every normal day thing. Because once you're small, it's very easy to plant an idea into a kid's head. And if you tell him from a very early age, what's wrong with him? It's not actually that there's even something wrong with him. We're just telling him where it can be more advantage, where it can have a bigger advantage. So we're saying that the problem currently is that will create this tension between the kid and his parents. And what we're opting for is we have a constructive plan that we need to sit with this kid. We have to tell him, okay, Donnie, Okay? This is the reason why school is very hard. This is the reason why you can't concentrate. This is the solution we have for this, okay? If you feel this is too bad, we lighten the dose. But we are going to work together with this thing because you know that you have motivation from behind us and you have a solid base network. That once you get outside and there's being discriminated to you, it's a bad day, you know that you have a healthy relationship with us and we buy into your life and we are very, very interested and active, involved in your life. Accept my last point.
So the good parents you talk about must be willing to invest in the child because of the child, not because he has ADHD. And that goes to the good teachers opening was talking about as well.
So the problem is the good parents won't lie to his child and protect something that might come at the end of the day. Because the problem is whether he knows he has ADHD or whether he doesn't know he has ADHD, we believe you can still be successful. And we don't believe that you have to put this price of this relationship on top of this to achieve this under the model. Now, what opening government brought today and why we way higher as clothing today is the fact that they said that, okay, we would give him medication, they covered that. So they said that the problem is the self-fulfilling prophecy. The fact that you as child will assume the worst case once you hear it and you will use this as an excuse. We bring it back to the same that opening said. They said that because he has ADHD, he won't aspire to more. Like we said today, the fact of the matter is, a relationship with your parents is very important because once you have this better the relationship with your parents, you have the better motivation from their side. Okay, you have the constructive implementation, how you are going to combat and how you're going to banana this thing, and then also it's going to help you in achieving your goals. One of the other points they brought today is they said the formal rigid school environment and that's not as effective and it's downgrade to its prospects. And we don't believe that lying to the kid is going to help us in any way. We believe it's important to have open and truthful communication because we believe the problem with that is you will once again be replacing one form of discrimination with another form of discrimination. Okay. So we also said, Michelle brought the point of the power of the mind and it's better for mental capability. We believe that you can cope just as well with the knowledge of it. And it will be even worse for your mental state once you discover this problem. And that will also harm the relationship that you then have with your parents. In closing, they said it's an informed choice by the parents to not tell the child. But we believe it's a much more informed choice to inform the kids of your decision and help them buy into it and have an active participation and a role playing with you in this whole process. That is why we, as closing up today, believe the following, that we would rather take the blue pill, we would go deeper down the rabbit hole, and we would know why we're going to this rabbit hole. And when we wake up and get to the other side, we know that our parents are there with him because they gave us the blue pill.